And this week, I want to talk to you about something that's completely free, although all of the apps are free too, but something that's completely free and something that I know is really, really beneficial. And that is grocery pickup. Now, for these examples, I'm going to be talking about Walmart grocery pickup. I know that Target and there's a ton of other smaller chains, like more localized or regional chains that have these. I know in my area, we used to have Giant when I used to live in Pennsylvania. Here they have Martin's. I think that there's Giant Eagle, which is the same kind of brand, family company. But almost every single grocery chain has the ability to do pickup, like grocery pickup. Now, there's also Instacart, which is something that I don't personally use anymore. Ever since I found out that Walmart grocery pickup was completely free and it included the entire store, I no longer use Instacart. It saves me like $100 a year from just the what is it called? The membership fee for Instacart. However, if you do live in an area where the only option is either go shopping yourself or go and do your own grocery shopping or Instacart, then I would definitely look into getting Instacart. That is something because I know we're going somewhere with it. One of the biggest things that I have found for myself that has helped me to stay on budget has been Walmart grocery pickup. Just straight up has. Because one of the things that I think is so great is I can add things to my cart and I can look at that price and I can make sure that it is staying on budget. I can add things. Now, can you shop the sales? Not necessarily. That's kind of that's the only real bummer in that situation. However, the whole point of grocery stores, of stores in general, is to get you to walk through their door. Why? Because they have entire marketing teams that have decided exactly what needs to go where. The things that go on the end caps, the colors of certain products, the whole layout of the grocery store. Everything is designed specifically to separate you from your money and to get you to spend more. So it's one of those things where once you're aware of that, once you understand that a grocery store's job is to make money, it just is. And so the idea of it is get you in the door and you will spend money. You will spend probably more money than you had anticipated. It just happens. And then you're like, how did this happen? Because the marketing department, that's how it works. I'm in marketing. I know how things work. So I wanted to share that piece of information with you because when I learned that, I was like, oh, sneaky, sneaky. Okay. So we're going to do only online shopping. And ever since I started, so true story, since the beginning of 2020, I have only been into a grocery store once or twice because I do Walmart grocery pickup. Again, substitute it for any kind of grocery pickup. My favorite part about the Walmart grocery pickup is that I have compared the prices from grocery pickup at Walmart to their actual in-store prices, and they're the same. Not too shabby for never having to walk inside of a Walmart ever again, but still get the bonuses of having really great deals on produce, on meats, on organic stuff, on veg or on like random assortments of things that, my smaller grocery store might not have. So it does help you to be able to gauge things because it's one thing to say in your mind, like, okay, I'm going to count these things up. I'm going to mental picture, okay, so this gallon of milk is $4. These eggs are $2. This box of cereal is $4. It's another thing completely to be able to see your tally, your overall bill being added up in real time on your grocery app. Plus, with Walmart grocery pickup, you can have Ibotta connected directly to it. And so then you can get cash back that way as well, which is super duper awesome. And it also helps you to not have to go into the store while you're hungry and start shopping and adding things to your cart. Because again, that's what they're there for. That's what other products are on the shelves for. It's to tempt you to buy them. It's to get you to buy them. Even if things are on sale, It's one of those things where it's like, do you really need this or are you just hungry? That's one of my biggest things is why do I always go to the grocery store hungry? How is it that I'm always hungry when I walk into the grocery store? And next thing I know, I've got my cart full and it's $300. And I'm like, whoa, my grocery budget for the week was $150. How did we get here? So just to be completely upfront about that part. So if you have not looked into using your own local or big chain store grocery pickup or delivery service, there are fees for the delivery. But just Walmart grocery pickup, I place my order. I pull up to my allotted times in my allotted time slot. Usually I can get one. Sometimes I can get them the same day. If it's first thing in the morning, I can get them the same day. Almost every store is different though. So don't, just because it's like that at my store, it might not be that way at your store. So just being aware of that there are other options out there. I pull up, I open my trunk. They say, "Are you Caroline?" I say, "Yes, I am." And they put the stuff in my trunk and they say, "Okay, have a nice day." And then I go home. This saves me money, but back to our money mindset of our time is valuable. You thought you were going to get away without a money mindset lesson. You're not, don't worry. Your time is valuable. How much time do you spend each week in the grocery store? It can be a solid hour just looking for everything, and forget about it if it's going through Walmart or Target. I could spend 2 hours in Target without a problem. Forget about it. There's not even like a question. And even in Walmart, like I could go around and wander around Walmart for a long time, a good long time. I could wander for a long time in those stores and I would still wind up with a cart full of stuff. So now I've lost 2 hours of my time where I could have been at home. I could have been doing something to give my brain a mental reprieve. I could have been going to the gym. I could have been spending time with my kids, with my husband, with my friends, all of those different kinds of things. But instead, I chose to spend 2 hours of my day, which, by the way, is an entire 12th of your day, which is a huge amount of time, wandering around Walmart. So by using the grocery pickup, you're not only saving your time, you're not only saving yourself from impulse spending, but you are giving yourself the gift of having the peace of mind to know that the shopping is done, you stayed on budget, and now you have the time to do things that you want to do that are important to you. That's what this is all about. So I highly recommend, sorry, I was off center and that was bugging me. I highly, highly, highly recommend that you go and find your local grocery store, whether it is a big box brand. I know that Target and Walmart, again, have big ones for Walmart or for grocery pickup. And I know that there are smaller regional or local stores that have that option as well. Most of them are free. Some of them will likely have some kind of like an upcharge, but it will be less than the cost of Instacart. Now, I will say this. I have used Instacart for Costco, for shopping at Costco, and I say this unashamedly because it was like 2 days before Thanksgiving last year, and I realized that I didn't have something that I needed from Costco. It may have been a rotisserie chicken because that was what was for dinner last year's Thanksgiving, which was kind of sad, but nevertheless. So I was not going to go to Costco the day before Thanksgiving. Are you nuts? So I paid Instacart to go to Costco the day before Thanksgiving for me. I gave a very generous tip that time. But that that like $4 or $5 rotisserie chicken wound up costing me like $15 to get delivered. And that's kind of where you have to make that decision of, is it worth it to save yourself the time and the headache to go in and get something from the store? It's not even just about the impulse spending. It's about, is it worth the headache of having to go and do all of that? So I hope that helped you see kind of like grocery pickup in a different light. It's kind of a really weird thing to go off on like a 10-minute tangent on. But I really do think that it is a very important thing for you to understand that your time is valuable. Your energy is valuable. The time that you spend like wandering around trying to find things, and then you get sucked into the inner aisles of the grocery store, it's better spent elsewhere. So next week, we have an amazing, fun video for you guys, and I cannot wait for you to see it. And I hope that you learned something new, and I hope that you do try out your local grocery stores grocery pickup, or Walmart grocery pickup or Target grocery pickup, whichever one makes sense to you. And I will see you guys next week. Bye.